Hello, fellow explorers of the mind. Today I want to talk about overthinking. I know, right? Don't we all do it from time to time? Overthinking is to think about something too much or for too long. I think we've all been there once, at least once in our lives, when we receive a message and we're like, oh my god, why didn't they choose another word and they choose that one? Or why didn't they put an emoji? Are we in a fight? What's happening? Does it ring a bell? If you want to know more about the reasons behind overthinking, possible consequences of it, and possible solutions, stay till the end. So why do we overthink? It is a fact that we have millions of thoughts every day. Our mind is non-stop. And who can blame us? We live in a world full of stimuli that are difficult to grasp. There are so many things to see, hear, and do that we have trouble processing them all. So we end up spending hours thinking about it on the bus, or especially at night, when everything is quiet and we're supposed to go to sleep. We can't. So many things happen during the day, and so many things lie ahead of us tomorrow. We somehow have to organize them in our minds, right? To be prepared. Prepared for the next discussion, the next fight, the next presentation. We have the need to feel in control, to feel that we can have a say to what is going to happen to us, to what the future holds. And we believe that by thinking things through, we can achieve that. And sure, sometimes this is true. Some things are indeed up to us. But there's also a lot of uncertainty in this life. Many unpredictable things that could happen. Earthquakes, accidents, illnesses, the decisions of other people, so many things we cannot control. Another reason we overthink, and this might sound a bit contradictory, is to avoid worse things. Things like emotions we don't want to feel or traumas. Think about it. What is more bearable? Overthinking about your difficult university course, or the boy or girl that doesn't like you enough? Or confronting how abandoned you felt as a child, or how your father always criticized you? Kinda makes sense, doesn't it? Overthinking then becomes a shield for the really difficult things to process and feel. We can see overthinking as an addictive drug that we use to numb a real pain, or at least that's the case for some of us. But no drug comes without consequences. Thoughts lead to emotions, so overthinking can lead to anxiety or even depression. If you think about how your friend wasn't nice to you and you spend hours dwelling on that thought, it's normal for you to feel sad. Or if you ruminate about your exam tomorrow, you will feel stressed. Overthinking can also lead to insomnia. Especially if you have stressful thoughts at night, you will feel aroused. In order to sleep, we need to achieve a calm breath and heart rate. And it is impossible to achieve this soothing space for your body while you're overthinking. Overthinking also leads to exhaustion. It takes a lot of mental energy to dwell on the same topics again and again. Another interesting consequence of overthinking, and I'm talking about this unproductive ruminating, is that the more you think, the less creative you become. Because creativity flourishes when some parts of our brain and some cognitive processes are quiet. Lastly, when we overthink, the so-called analysis paralysis happens. That is, you have created so many scenarios in your head with your analysis and overthinking that you're more confused than before and you're unable to take action. You're paralyzed. It sounds awful, I know, but for every problem there is a solution. And just a reminder here, we don't want to eliminate productive thinking, like planning how to carry out your chores or solving a problem. That's great, that's necessary and helpful. What we don't want is to go where our thoughts are taking us without realizing it or without putting boundaries. Put differently, we don't want our mind to control us. We want to be the ones in control of this beautiful chaos. So, some tips to start handling this overthinking situation. Number 1, accept the unpredictability of life. Accept that there are things you can control and others that you can't. Easier said than done, I know. It's very hard for me personally. The control freaks out there. Hello mates, I see you. We're gonna struggle, but we're gonna make it. There is some kind of relief when you realize that not everything is in your hand. Sometimes it seems that we carry the world on our shoulders, and this isn't fair to us. We're responsible mostly for ourselves, and then there is the world and everything else that is just not our job to handle. So let go of the things you're not responsible for. Do this favor to yourself. Number 2, be aware, mindful, and accepting. Realize what is happening. Stop for a moment and observe. Are these thoughts helpful, or is it just dwelling and ruminating? Say to yourself, I caught you, you're overthinking again, and accept what is happening with self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Say, okay, you're down the rabbit hole again. I'm gonna pull you out. No judgment. I watched a talk by Eckhart Tolle, a spiritual teacher I strongly recommend, and there he was highlighting how we're all addicted to thinking in the exact same way that we could be addicted to drinking or smoking. Eckhart Tolle proposes us to be present, to slow down the overactive mind by focusing on the here and now. That is, focus on your sensations. What do you see, hear, smell, or feel in your body? Focus also on your thoughts, but don't identify with them. You're so much more than your thoughts. Don't go where the thought wants you to go, like a dog follows a smell. Notice them as a cloud that passes by. Name the thought and let it go. How you do that? Well, imagine you're sitting on your couch and you're like, oh my god, I'm so unprepared for this presentation tomorrow. I'm gonna stutter all the time and make it full of myself. Label your thought. Say, okay, I'm worried about the presentation tomorrow, and let it pass you by. Don't judge your thoughts. I know this is very difficult because we're so used to this inner critic that has to say something about everything. But with practice, you're going to learn to silence this voice when you choose to. You can start being more and more present and less lost in the thinking world in many ways. First of all, the golden way, meditation, or diaphragmatic breathing. Your diaphragm is right here and your chest is right here. Normally, when we breathe, our chest goes up and down like that. In diaphragmatic breathing, we want the exact opposite. We want our chest to stay stable, and this hand, we want our stomach to expand and come back. That helps with anxiety and with getting back to the here and now. You can also write down your thoughts or make a list of everything that worries you. This way, you will see your thoughts clearly and you will recognize them for what they are. That is, just the product of the mind, not necessarily a truth. So there is no reason why you should take them so seriously. A wonderful idea in order to become more present is to spend time in nature. Walking in nature or even just seeing pictures of it calms our busy mind and gives our attention a break. Another way that can get you back into living your life rather than thinking about it is to get into your physical body to free up your cognitive systems, your brain. Do some physical exercise or some yoga. Focus on daily activities or do something that you really enjoy. This will shut down overthinking. And learn to be disciplined. Do your exercise, your meditation, your diet, and do it consistently. I promise it will pay out. Finally, a great way to bring yourself back to the present moment is to do something new. All first times are special because new, unknown stimuli force our minds to focus on them and only them, so there's no room for overthinking. That is the moment to try out new food, a new dance class, to travel to a country that's very different from yours, and all this adventure stuff. Last but not least, rather than focusing on thoughts, focus on solutions, take action. Picture in your mind, what is the worst case scenario? What's the worst thing that can happen? Picture that and then make your plan of action. Better be prepared than overthinking about how unprepared you are. Are you an overthinker? Is there something specific that helps you manage with this rain of thoughts? Let us know in the comments. Let's help each other out. The mind is a scary place to be alone. If you like my video, consider subscribing by hitting the red button, liking, and ringing the bell in order to receive a notification each time I upload new content. I'm truly happy you care about mental health. Take care. Μιλάω, λέει 20 λεπτά μόνη μου. Ακούγεται τους ήχους. Α, καλά, ό,τι ήθελα είπα. Αν δεν έμενε για αυτό το μαλλί. Δεν το θυμάμαι ποτέ. Να ξέρα και τα λόγια καλά θα ήταν. Θα το πω όποτε πιστεύουμε. Λοιπόν, μέχρι αύριο εδώ θα είμαστε. Όχι, δεν μου άρεσε. Λες και λέω τον πρόγνωστο καιρό εδώ, λοιπόν.